Oh no, I'm seeing double. It's Twinless on Glenn Hates Everything. Okay, this is going to be a short one today because I don't want to spoil anything about what I think is easily one of the best films of 2025. We're talking about Twinless. Back in 2019, James Sweeney, who wrote, directed, and starred in a movie called Straight Up, made an auspicious debut. It didn't look like your usual low-budget indie. It had a real sense of style, great use of split screens, great compositions. The framing was always a little off-kilter, lots of negative space, and he has just a really interesting, cringy, offbeat sense of humor that makes you kind of sit up straight and, there's chills up and down your spine because you don't know whether he's kind or diabolical. Same goes for this new one. Twinless stars Sweeney, who meets Roman, played by Dylan O'Brien, at a twin bereavement group. Dennis, played by Sweeney, and Roman talk about losing their twins, and they trauma bond. And that is as much as I'm going to say about the storyline, because it goes in very unexpected places from there, none of which I want to reveal, because so much of the fun of this movie is in its structure, how it double backs on itself, how it gives you new information when you didn't think there was anything new to be said. And these are knockout performances. Sweeney has sort of a frail, ethereal quality to his acting style, and it really does make you question so much about his character. And yet he still has a depth of feeling in there, which is not easy to achieve when you're playing a character like his. Dylan O'Brien has the breakout role here. He plays Roman, who is straight, to Dennis's gay guy, and he is trying to overcome the loss of his gay twin brother named Rocky, also played by O'Brien. And these are two very distinct performances playing Roman and Rocky. He is so different and so impressive. And while Roman is kind of an open wound who is easily angered and easily triggered towards grief and doesn't feel like he is the sharpest tool in the shed, although he uses that phrase in a different way. Yet he's trying, he's sweet, and he wants to connect to people, especially after his brother's death. His brother Rocky, shown in flashbacks, is the complete opposite. He is utter confidence and style and flirtatiousness. And he is just a guy who knows who he is and faces the world fearlessly. And so it's really fantastic to watch him go about navigating this performance. Also of note is Lauren Graham of Gilmore Girls fame, who is no stranger to rapid-fire dialogue, and this film it's stuffed with a lot of dialogue. And so she plays Roman and Rocky's mother, and she is going through her own grieving process and trying to get a grasp on her son, who is spiraling out of control. Then we have really fantastic supporting performances by Chris Perfetti, Tasha Smith, who have small roles, but they get laughs. They have an impact on the story in ways that you don't expect. But the MVP of all those supporting performances, and it's fantastic, is Aisling Franciosi, who came to my attention with the movie The Nightingale, and then she was so different in the remake of Speak No Evil. So impressive. She plays Marcy, who is one of Dennis's co-workers, and she is just the friendliest, most guileless person in the world. But there's a lot more to her than meets the eye as well. She is a layered character who is just much more in tune with what is happening, able to really suss things out, and she knows how to sort of go through a circuit with these characters to be able to retain her sense of self. And it's a beautiful performance. Sorry for the trash noise behind me, but I live in LA. It always sounds like trash. So this film is funny and heartbreaking, and it manages to achieve both, which is not easy to do because there's so many moments that make you cringe, that make you laugh, that make you recognize that you know people like this. And also, thanks to Dylan O'Brien's performance especially, you just feel so much that you don't expect to feel in a film this quirky and so strange, and yet he makes you deeply care for his characters. This has one of the best last moments in a film. I think the ending is perfect all the way up to the final line. It just keeps you guessing, and you kind of have to fill in blanks. And it's just a wonderful journey. Again, shot spectacularly. He uses split screen really beautifully in this film as well as that he did in his debut. In fact, even better. There's one particular sequence at a party where you follow our two leads in different directions, and it's so exquisitely timed and beautifully observed. He's got some really cool flights of fancy shots. There's one great shot on the streets of Portland where he's walking down the street and there's all these people behind him. You'll know it when you see it. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to look at. And, I'm used to indie films that have handheld cinema verite type styles. And this isn't it. This is assured. I can't wait to see what James Sweeney comes up with next. And in a perfect world, Dylan O'Brien will be remembered come Oscar time. He did get a special award at Sundance earlier this year, and I hope that praise continues because this is one of the standout performances of the year, and I just worry that it's going to get buried amongst all the bigger films. So I'm going to fight for Twinless. Fight. So that's about it. I really hope you go see it. It's limited release, opening on September 5th. And then hopefully it will spread out from there and you'll eventually catch it on streaming. You'll be really glad you did. Until then, later haters. Oh, no, wait. I'm not signing off yet because I have a quibble with it. And, I hate everything. So, I have to find something to nitpick about. And that is that sometimes Dylan O'Brien mumbles his lines. And there were two distinct sequences where I had to watch this film several times. I could not make out what he was saying at a key moment. It's a bedroom scene, and there's also a scene involving making out where I could not make out what seemed like fairly key exposition. So I hope to watch this one day with closed captioning because I'm an old guy, and that will really help clear up some of the mystery here. Okay, now that's it. That's a very minor nitpick on a movie that I think is quite great. Bye.